I'm behind. I'm behind on my apple eating schedule. Not that I actually have a schedule for eating apples, but if I did, I would be
But if I
behind.
did, I
Sorry,
would be behind. But if I did,
that's me. Well, look at me, double double yogi. I also made a mistake eating a gala apple instead of the Fuji apple, um, which sent my system in shock. You know, you expecting one thing. Hope the apple was delicious. It was delicious. Thank you. Good morning. Who do we got? I don't know why me eating an apple struck me as funny. Selma was here. Michael was here. And MK. Hey, MK. Abigail. Hello, Abigail. Selena. Good morning, Selena. Guess what we're going to talk about? We're going to talk about forgiveness. Sissy says, I am well. Hope the same, all of you. I'm glad that you're well. Hey, Stuart. Hey, Lee. Lee says, morning, Yogi. Wishing you a great weekend. Wishing you a great weekend as well, Lee. Thank you so much. We get a wave and a heart and a sunflower. Hey, Empire. So, we still got a bear wandering about. I am determined to see. I'm determined to see a bear. But, you know, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. So, I want people to know that I'm talking a different sort of forgiveness. Not original through me, but as represented by A Course in Miracles, but it's also the same forgiveness that is talked about in yoga. It's the same forgiveness as talked about in Buddhism. It's the same forgiveness from the cross. Jesus saw the truth of who people were, even as he was crucified. Jesus didn't say, forgive them, Father, even though they put me on a cross. He didn't say, forgive them, Father, but not just yet. I'm not done holding a resentment. He didn't say, forgive them, Father, but let's punish them for a little bit. Let's make sure they're ready to be forgiven. He said, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. But he knew, he saw straight through them, and he saw love. He saw that they were confused, that they were misidentified, mistaken, full of sin. Remember, sin is translated as a mistake. Sin has actually been mistranslated from Aramaic, a Middle Eastern language, ancient language. I don't know if Aramaic is still in existence. It's still a used language. I'll have to look that up sometime. It was mistranslated into, a grievance error that cannot be redeemed upon. And that when we all think of ourselves as sinners, we're doing ourselves a great, great disservice. If we read it by the exact translation, thinking that we are all making mistakes, and the only mistake is misidentifying ourselves. Who we think we are, not who we truly are. Man, all that guilt that has been placed upon us by a purposeful, third time was the charm, mistranslation. And yet the entirety of Western civilization has been based upon the idea that we are sinners. And even if you don't believe it, right? Even if you're not Christian, you don't believe in original sin, it has seeped through the collective unconsciousness. And it's there. But let's let it go. Just because it's there, just because it's in the collective unconsciousness, doesn't mean you have to continue to believe it. But guess what? It's going to take a little bit of work. Anything worthwhile might. But it's such a lovely work. It's such a beautiful work. Because each and every time you practice forgiveness, each and every time you look upon someone else and you say, I forgive you, not because you did something, but because you have forgotten who you truly are. You've forgotten your own beauty, and I'm here to remind you. I'm here to retrain, not me, you. When I say I mean you. I am here to help retrain your mind to remember who you are. That's forgiveness. It's not something that we bestow on someone. What a beautiful thing to offer someone. Even if it seems they haven't done anything, when you say, I forgive you, you're saying, I remember you. I remember you, who you truly are. Man, can you remind one person today? I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you, who you truly are. And I love you because that's what you are. Hey, Easy. Hey, Susanna. I wrote about that this morning for a friend. I don't know why. It just popped in. This friend has done nothing in my heart or in my eyes to ever need that type of forgiveness that we traditionally know of. That something happened and I forgive you. It just, for whatever reason this morning, the thought of this friend popped in my mind. And I thought, you know what? I want you to always know that you're forgiven in the sense that I always see you in the complete awe and beauty and grace of which you are. And I will never, ever get tired of reminding you of that. Because as I remind you, I remind myself. As I see you, I see myself. As I forgive you, I forgive myself, and I finally see myself in that light of grace that I've longed my entire life to see myself. So thank you. All right. Enough of that. I actually got a little misty-eyed thinking about that. Selena says, yes, more forgiveness talk, especially when it's difficult. Need more help to remember to ignore white noise. Well, I love that term, white noise. I don't know why. Because, being white, I always think when people hear me talk, they're thinking, well, that's some white noise. In this sense, Selena, forgiveness is easy. Forgiveness is easy. Because in the sense of you saying, I forgive you for what you've done, that's hard. That is difficult. I'll tell you what, it's also impossible. Sissy's laughing at the white. She's hearing the white. She's hearing the white noise. Sina says, that is so beautiful. I've already forgotten what I said, to be honest with you. Empire says, I forgive all the BMW drivers that try to ride my rear end or cut me off. Man, what a huge act of forgiveness. You're a better person than I am, Empire. Selena says, Yogi, you're vegan white chocolate. Okay, sorry, I said stop flirting. Well, you did say one per live stream. Hey, Anna. Anna, it's nice to see you so early. Hope all is well with you, my friend. Hey, Anna. You know what? I was talking about seeing people. Truly, truly seeing people. And Anna, I want you to know that you truly do see you. You were such a loving presence. In every live stream, in every single live stream, the way that you count for Jace, the way that you just show up here and you participate in the breath work. I see you and I love you, Anna. Vegan white chocolate might be my new channel name. You know what? Forget all that yogi stuff. That's gotten me nowhere. I'm moving ahead, guys. I'm moving ahead. You either move with me or you stay behind, guys. This is vegan white chocolate. Thank you for that, Selena. You're giving me a whole new channel direction. It's going to be vegan white chocolate. I'm going to do nothing but sing funk music and dance in front of the camera. Who's with me? Do you guys like George Clinton? Right now, Soul Stars is saying, I love George Clinton. You like Parliament? But Lisa sounds fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a party. It's going to be a funk party. I knew it. I knew it. Sissy says, I love George Clinton. Man, who doesn't like George Clinton? Selena laughs and says she did. I knew it. Sync. As often happens. Man, it would be so much fun to have a parliament party. Nothing but funk. I bet you cat could get down with some funk, right? So, Selena says, count me in. Soulstar says, I was typing it as you were saying it. Anna says, hi to Lee. Lee says, Yogi, why are you not already there? I thought we were in the cooking channel of Yogi. I was waiting. I was waiting for the right people to show up. And this is it. All the right people for the perfect funk party. Vegan white chocolate getting down with a funkadelic. That is the new channel name, guys. We're going to have like Soul Train dancers. So you guys are going to be you're going to be part of the dance party. Hey, William. William says, good morning. William, how are you? So I do want to read something from A Course in Miracles. I always return to lesson 122. You know what? When I started yoga, when I started meditation, here's what I wanted. I wanted ultimate awakening. I wanted enlightenment. I read the description of enlightenment in Paramahansa Yogananda's autobiography of a yogi. And I thought, I want that. I want to be enlightened. I want to leave this crap behind. And by crap, I mean the everyday mundane thing that just seems to keep dragging me down. You remember, I've read the quote, Henry Nouveau, the Jesuit priest teacher at Columbia University. Sorry, my nose is running too because I've gotten misty-eyed just thinking about the stuff that I was thinking about. It was a beautiful day, beautiful morning writing. That's what I was thinking of. It was a beautiful morning writing. Henry Nouveau. And let me bring it up. I got to erase. I had a grammar question that I asked Google. I probably mispronounced his name. I'm almost certain that I mispronounced my own name, to be honest with you. Hey, Dolly. So he was an awesome writer. And he was always being interrupted. Always. He lived in a dormitory. Where it says, I'm very tired. I want to be lulled to sleep with reassurances. All right, we can do that. Give me 1 second. Actually, what I'll read from A Course in Miracles will maybe offer some reassurance. We got about 10 more minutes, maybe, thereabouts. So he was always being interrupted and getting very cranky about it. Here's his quote. I've always been complaining that my work was constantly interrupted. Then I realized that the interruptions were the work. So I always wanted to retreat. Hey, as a yogi, I'm entitled to my own Himalayan cave, my own monastery, my own little room, kept away from people so I can do the serious work of enlightening myself. I'm doing it for you guys after all, right? One enlightened person changes the world. One at a time, right? One enlightened person at a time. Leave me alone so I can do my work. People are my work. The interruptions are my work. The forgiving, moment by moment by moment, recognizing, that's my work. Guess what? It's your work too. Does someone give you a difficult time as far as, hey, Raven, with the forgiveness lesson? Hey, Jace. Does someone, hey, Vlogs, I think I got that right. Hello, my friend. Is someone giving you a difficult time with a forgiveness lesson? Guess what? That's your lesson. It's an act of love. They have given you a service. What a huge favor. You get that, and you get it. You know what I mean? Remember, forgiveness isn't saying you did something really wrong and I forgive you. It's saying, I see you beneath what appears to be wrong, beneath the acts, beneath the selfishness, beneath the mistakes. I see you and I forgive you. Now go about your way. Go about your business. Your business of forgiving is done. What they do is entirely up to them. Now you are free. You freed your energy. And use that sense of freedom, that sense of love, that sense of independence that is interdependent, and create something beautiful. It's about energy. Claiming, reclaiming, freeing the energy that you spent a lifetime. The person that's hard to forgive is just a representation of every person that you were unable to give in the past. Free yourself. Free yourself. Reclaim your energy and build something beautiful. Be something beautiful, because guess what? You already are. You already are. Selena says, Yogi Eric, I guess I still have a lot to learn about forgiveness. If only there was a yogi who could guide us and remind us every day. Oh, wait. Nope. No yogi here, man. There's just vegan white chocolate and the Funkadelics. We are all about the funk today, guys. I expect Jace to come up this afternoon with some serious funk music. Jace, bring the funk today, man. I'm issuing a challenge. Don't show up on your afternoon appearance without the funk. If anyone can bring the funk, Jace can bring the funk. I think Jace can bring the funk. I think Cat and Jack can bring the funk. I know. There's a, guys, go visit Cat's channel. Go look at her shorts, and you will find, a short where we interrupt Cat's dance, and she looks up, not even embarrassed. She knew what she was doing. She was getting down with the funk, and she goes, "Oh, hey guys." Cena says, I didn't even hit the like button myself. Let's do that. Thank you for that reminder. Jace, I'm changing my name to Vegan White Chocolate. Lux says, supporting me? Okay, I can do that. I can do that better. I apologize. And I will. Hey, Boggs, can you drop a link for your travel? Lifestyles and travel. This is his description. Hey guys, basically my daily journey, my job events, Deej Sounds Light, and SFX Festival Vlogs videos. So guys, do not forget to subscribe. Your one subscribe makes a big difference. It does. Enjoy yourself with my creation. I got you up. I will spend some time there. You deserve the support, my friend, and I'm there. Bring mushy peas. No. Leave those mushy peas behind. Mushy peas can't get down with the funk. Mushy peas weigh you down. They prevent the funk from actually happening. Guys, come on, look at me. If there's one thing I know what you're thinking. You're looking at me and you're thinking, that guy knows the funk. And you're right. You are correct about that. I do. Jay says, I'm probably the first person to watch the live stream in the shower. That could be. Jace will be right back. Just give me a message, guys. Guys, you never know what's going to happen. Did you know when you came here this morning, so early in the morning, that you were going to see Jace naked in the shower? No, you didn't know that. Probably deep down in your heart, you were hoping. No matter who you are, deep down in your heart, you were thinking, could today actually be the day that I see Jace naked in the shower? In your heart of hearts, so deep you didn't even know you were thinking it. There it is. Your every single wish has come true. It just says, I'm back. Evidence sent. Evidence sent and presented. Sissy says, I had peas in my stir fry and immediately thought of this collective. How have I ever become associated with peas is beyond me. I made one innocent statement. I made the same statement about mashed potatoes. I see no reason to pre-mash anything. I was gifted with God's perfect mashers, my teeth. So let's see. Selena says, I connected to you, dogs, friend. Awesome. All right, let me read something, guys, and then I got to go. So I mentioned enlightenment, all I wanted. I realized that's not true, but it took me a while. Lesson 122. Forgiveness offers everything that I want. I love reading this, by the way. What could you want forgiveness cannot give? Do you want peace? Forgiveness offers it. Do you want happiness, a quiet mind, a certainty of purpose, and a sense of worth and beauty that transcends the world? Do you want care and safety and the warmth of sure protection always? Do you want a quietness that cannot be disturbed, a gentleness that never can be hurt, a deep, abiding comfort and a rest so perfect it can never be upset? All this forgiveness offers you and more. It sparkles on your eyes as you awake and gives you joy with which to meet the day. It soothes your forehead while you sleep and rests upon your eyelids so you see no dreams of fear, evil, malice, and attack. And when you wake again, it offers you another day of happiness and peace. All this forgiveness offers you and more. Forgiveness lets the veil be lifted upon that hides the face of Christ from those who look with unforgiving eyes upon the world. Let me backtrack here. Hides the face of Christ. The role of forgiveness is to find the face of Christ within everyone. Some people, it might be buried a bit deeper. Some might present more blocks to you. Find it. Find it. That's all we have to do. It lets you recognize the Son of God and clears the memory of all dead thoughts so that remembrance of your father or mother, you can use that term interchangeably, can arise across the threshold of your mind. What would you want forgiveness cannot give? What gifts but these are worthy to be sought? What fancy value, trivial effect, or transient promise never to be kept can hold more hope than what forgiveness brings? Why would you seek an answer other than the answer that will bring everything? Here's the perfect answer, given to imperfect questions, meaningless requests, half-hearted willingness to hear, and less than halfway diligence and partial trust. Here is the answer. Seek for it no more. You will not find another one instead. Forgiveness is the answer. It ends with forgiveness offers everything I want. Today I have accepted this as true. Today I have received the gifts of God. Remember, this is entirely different. It's a radical forgiveness that is beyond radical. I'm sorry, Easy says, would you say one of God's attributes is infinite forgiveness? If so, we could apply this virtue to our lives. I would say, and I also wouldn't say, if that makes sense. We could say that, but it's just a description. God has no attributes because God is. We could simply say God is and then remain silent, because anything that we say is just as the Course says, a symbol of a symbol twice removed. Or remember the Tao that can be told is not the true Tao, the God that can be described. So God doesn't forgive because there's no need to forgiveness in the mind of God. Everything simply is. And all loving God can offer nothing that is not love. So what is there to forgive? To recognize, for God to recognize a sin means that God would no longer be perfect. Because in the mind of God, how can you recognize something which does not exist? However, here, in the illusion that we share, in the dreaming world that we brought into existence, there is need of forgiveness. Forgiveness reminds us that we can see with the eye of God. Meister Eckhart said, the eye in which God sees me is the same eye in which I see God. Seamless exchange. That eye in which we see, the eye in which God sees us, the eye in which we see God, that Meister Eckhart line is the Holy Spirit, according to the Course. You can call it whatever you want. Your forgiveness teacher, your inner teacher, your inner guide. Sissy says, I made potato asparagus chowder. That sounds good. Every mushy bit went down the hatch. Every mushy bit. Was that in the recipe? Add 1 handful of mushy bits. All right. Yogi says, sorry. Cindy says, Yogi, Eric, radical forgiveness is so hard. I'm good at forgiving most things and most people. There's really only one person who God already knows. I'm not yet ready to forgive from the past. But now I'm running if that's also holding me back from forgiving other people and situations. My thoughts are it all holds us back. Any bit of grievance, any resentment, no matter how we justify it. But here's the thing, Selena, radical forgiveness is the easiest thing in the world because we don't do it. Remember, God doesn't judge. God doesn't forgive because God sees only perfect wholeness, and to see anything otherwise means it would be making a reality from non-reality. So we turn everything over, and we can literally say to ourselves, I can't forgive this, meaning me, the ego, my misperception of who I am. I can't forgive this. I can't forgive this guy in a BMW going down the freeway. So we turn it over. We literally say, Holy Spirit, this is beyond me, but it's not beyond you. We turn it over. Forgiveness is, again, seeing that same Holy Spirit within me, within this person. And you can easily just say, I know it's there, but I'm having a hard time seeing it. And I will come back when I can see it better. And then every so often, peek under the covers. You still there? And if it is, forgive it, turn it over, and go about your business. It's the easiest thing in the world. If you're fretting about it, it means you're trying to do it from an egoic perspective. And the ego will never forgive. It will only bargain. I will forgive you when I'm ready. I will forgive you when you deserve it. I will forgive you when I think you've suffered enough. I will forgive you if it makes me look good. That's the ego. The Holy Spirit just recognizes perfect oneness, just recognizes absolute love, just recognizes there's no need for forgiveness because we don't need to forgive a mistake. We just recognize that person was doing their best with what they had in any situation. That person was mistaken. They didn't sin. They forgot who they were. Just a mistake. You say they forgot. You don't try to make them remember. Don't grab them by the shoulders and say, I forgive you. Now see who you are and say you're sorry. Just says, I see who you are. I see the mistake. I see past the mistake. And I set you free because I want to be free. Forgiveness is the reflection back upon yourself. I want to be free. I want to know myself as love. I don't want to carry the weight and the burden of what I think you did. All I can offer someone is my own interpretation of an event. But guess what? Every single person is the hero in their own story. Hey, Monkey Crab. Lee says, that's worth a serious thought. I'll be honest with you, once again, I totally forgot what I just said. It's always good though, guys, when I forget what I just said, because it means that I was not entirely speaking from my own ego, that I was trying to open up my heart and just offer what was there. Hey, Sussy, nice to see you. All right, guys, I'm 6 minutes late for bear duty on my way out. Stina says, Yogi Eric, my ex hurt my daughter. He's one I can never forgive, or at least I can't forgive yet. I've been carrying this for 5 years. So, Selena, I understand that. And on the level of our ego, that seems impossible to forgive. Don't try. Don't try. But look past and just simply look. Just simply look and see that deep beneath that horrible, horrible act that your ex did, and it truly was a horrible act. Beneath all of that, there's the essence of God, because there can only be the essence of God within every single one of us. Beneath, way, way beneath that horrible act is a child of God who is suffering, who has so mistaken who they are, who has so forgotten who they are, that they were able to perform such a horrible act. And look and connect and see that child of God and say, I see you, I recognize you right now. That surface act is beyond forgiveness, but I see you and I set you free. And then move on, go about your business. And your business is always looking to see that person who they truly are, and then just carrying on life. It frees you of so much energy. Your creativity will soar. You'll go on and you'll build. You're dropping a weight that's been holding you down. As well, you forgive for the sake of your daughter. It's never for the sake of your perception of that person. It's always for you. When you don't forgive, you're literally punishing yourself for the act that someone else has committed. It's no longer time to punish yourself. It's time to set yourself free. The only way you do that is saying, I see deeply who you are. I regret the fact that you don't. I wish you could. And you send love, and again, you go about your day. You go about your business. Guys, with that, I'm going to say I love you guys. We'll see you all later. Wish me a bear. And if you can't wish me a bear, wish me a beaver or a fox. Whatever comes our way. Guys, I do love you. Thanks for tuning in and hanging out with me. I'll see you all later. Come on by for the funk party this afternoon. I put down the challenge. I drew a line. Can Jace step up to the line? That's the question for this afternoon. Can Jace truly bring the funk? Lisa, see you soon. Here's to nature's goodness. Here's to nature's goodness, my friend. What a beautiful prayer. Thank you. Phoenix says, good morning, Willow. I missed you. Hey, I didn't see you, Willow. Willow says, hi, and see you later, everyone. Willow, when you get an opportunity, send me a message. And love you, Willow. All right. Thank you, Dolly. I wish I see a bear too. I'm going to see everyone later. Take care, guys. I love you.